Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. This is going to be my empties and low buy update for the past month or so. We'll call it my September empties and low buy, even though we are well into October. It's actually October 19th and this probably won't be going up until the 20th. So time is flying. I don't know what to say. Let's start with the empties. It's one of the best months I've had for empties and low buy update all year. So not an amazing month, but for me, a really good and exciting month. And I can't wait to talk about it. I finished off 2 more little perfume samples. That's not a lot, but I have been focusing more on my body spray this past month. So only 2 little samples. This is not enough to get me towards another half point towards my low buy. I think I'm right around 3 samples used up towards the 10 that would get me a half of a point. But I finished off Dazzling Silver from Estee Lauder and La Vie Belle from Lancome. I love La Vie Belle. I have the full size. I did not like Dazzling Silver at all. Thank goodness I do not have a full size. So happy it's gone. I talk about these little samples in my Advent Calendar project pan. So if you want to hear more about it, you can check out those updates. But 2 more little samples gone and out of my collection. I've also finished a nighttime moisturizer from Peter Thomas Roth. This is the Firm X Firming Night Moisturizer. This was a complete impulse buy back when I used to stalk the Sephora clearance page on their app. I was never the type of person to go to the Sephora app every day to see what new items were dropping, but I was the type of person to go to the clearance section pretty often and see what new items had been added onto the clearance section. And this was one of them, and it must have been on sale around the time I was, probably around this time, because before I went on my low buy, I would go on a pretty respectable shopping spree with Sephora for my birthday. And my birthday's at the beginning of November. And I would pick up my free birthday gift and I would go ham on all the clearance products that caught my eye, and this was one of them. This is a product that originally retailed, I believe, for $120, and it was on sale for $60, and I was like, oh, what a great deal. And then it sat in my closet for 5 years because I didn't need this, and it was really stupid to buy it. That being said, I thought this was an amazing product and I really liked it. This is more of a winter moisturizer for me. It was too heavy for me to use in the summer. I just felt like I was just covered in like too much product. It just felt like way too much product in the summer when it was hot and I was sweaty. But ever since it got dry, I went right back to using this and I loved it so much. I would assume that because it was on the clearance section on Sephora, it might not be a product they still carry, but I really liked it a lot and I would recommend it if it is still around, but I have no idea. Next, I have a moisturizer with SPF. This is a daytime moisturizer. This is from the brand Geology. I was kindly sent several products from the brand Geology from one of their from I believe the owner of the company. I think her name was Geo, and she reached out to me and sent me a bunch of products. I really like these products. I had a daytime moisturizer with SPF, I had a nighttime moisturizer, I had an eye cream, and I had a face wash, and all of them were really good. They're simple products without a lot of ingredients. There's really no fragrance, but they work really good and they're affordable. So if you have like a teenager or a man in your life, or if you're just looking for simple skincare, I would definitely recommend this brand. I hope you go check it out. I really appreciate the company for sending me these products, and I've liked all of them a lot. And they always have a sale going. So even though their products are pretty affordable, with the sale price, it makes it even more affordable. So I really enjoyed this very much. Okay, very exciting. I think all of the rest of my empties are all makeup. Yep, they are all makeup empties. Very exciting. Okay, next I have my BB cream. I've just been cutting packages open left and right. There's a bunch of like cut open packages here, but this was another product that I had received for review from 0.8L, which is a K-beauty product website or app that you could review products for. I've told the story. This product was in my 54321 project pan, but when I first got this like 5 years ago, I wasn't that impressed. And I think it's because I had a little bit of a tan and this was too light for me. But this time around, when I picked it out to project pan it, I absolutely fell in love with this product. I don't think this is still being sold anymore. I did find it on eBay, and I'm guessing it's from the same batch like 5 years ago, so I'm not gonna buy it. But if this was still being sold, I would absolutely rebuy this because I loved this so much. It was a really good BB cream. I don't like a ton of coverage in my foundation products, just enough to kind of blur the lines a little bit. So this was perfect, and I really liked the way it worked on me in the winter, like all 4 seasons. Some foundation products only work for me in the winter when I'm really dry, and some foundation products only work for me in the summer when I'm really oily, but that BB cream seemed to work all year long, and I really liked it a lot. Next, I finished a double-ended lip product, which is super exciting because 1, it is almost impossible for me to finish a lip product, and 2, it's double-ended. So I'm giving myself a point for each end. I put it out to you guys several months ago to see what your thoughts were about it, and everybody kind of unanimously said I should give myself a point for each, and I have now finished both ends of this very old Wet n Wild double-ended product. This was supposed to be like a lip liner, and this was like a lip crayon. It was like a shimmery peachy shade. At first I didn't like it because it was a little too shimmery and frosty for me, but once summer rolled around, I was all about this, and I used it all the time. It was a pretty easy product to pan, which I had been told that by my friend Nicole, who is Tinkerbell Rocks, and since she suggested I pan this, I thought, why not? Maybe I'll make some progress on it. And she was right. It was relatively easy to pan. I do have 2 more of these in different shades, so that could be a lot more points towards my low buy if I finish these off. But for now, I'm just happy to have this one lip product out of my inventory. That product was in my Graveyard Project Pan, I believe. I believe that's in my Graveyard Project Pan, so that's really exciting. The finale of that should be coming up in a couple of weeks, and so far it's been a really successful project. I also finished this under eye corrector from Trish Maoy. I mean, I don't know if it's necessarily for the under eye, but I used it for my under eyes. It's kind of a pinky peach color that helps me conceal whatever circles I have on my under eyes. I like really bright looking under eyes. Again, what can I say? I'm a 90s baby, and I like really bright under eyes, and I like a brow bone highlight. I'm stuck in that era, and I cannot shift away from it, but this did a good job of brightening my under eyes. I cannot click up any more product. I've tried. This was in a couple different projects this year. It started out in my, what project did it start out in? Friends Project Pan. And then when that ended, I moved it on over to my Graveyard Project Pan, and now it's done. So this is out. All right, you guys know I love to save the best for last, but the last 2 empties I have are both amazing. I don't know which one to show you first. Oh, hold on. I'll show you this one first, because I talked about this in my Pan That Palette update yesterday. So if you follow all my videos, this isn't as much of a surprise, but I finished my first shadow and from my Pan That Palette. That is the shade right here from this little Clinique Teddy Bear Quad. It was like a matte white shadow. I talked all about it in yesterday's video or my last video. So you can hear all about it in that update. Usually I do my empties video first and then my Pan That Palette video the next video. But because I didn't want there to be spoilers, I am posting my Pan That Palette update first and then my empties video for the month of September. So very excited to have my first empty in my Pan That Palette project for this year. Very excited to have one less eyeshadow overall in my inventory. It's been a few years since I've done how many eyeshadows do I have, and I'm not sure, I'm not 100% confident that that number has gone down, because even though I really haven't bought eyeshadows, I did buy one 9-pan palette, but I've also been gifted a couple of palettes through review companies like Influencer, and I don't think my number's really gone down. But if you're interested in knowing how many pans of eyeshadow I currently have, let me know and I'll try to get together an update on that series if you're interested. Okay, the last empty I'm going to show you is my most exciting empty of the month, the year, the decade. I'm not sure, but I worked really hard on this and I'm super excited to have finally finished it. And that is my Laura Mercier highlight in 01. It's finally done. I've been working on this for like 3 years and it's just a deluxe sample, but it's gone. This has been in my Beauty A to Z project for the last couple of years. Sometime this year, I dropped it on my bathroom floor and the product that was, the dome basically broke off from the palette. So rather than trying to repress it, because it's a baked product and I wasn't sure it would repress well, I decided to smash it up into like as fine of a powder as I could get it. And I used it as a loose powder and it took me forever to get through that. And once I finally did, I went back to this and cleared off whatever product was still stuck to the pan. And now that's gone too. I'm a little bit lost every morning, not gonna lie. Literally, even though I have like 5 other highlighters and 4 other highlighters that are currently in project pans, every morning I'm like, oh wow, I don't have to wear Laura Mercier highlight in 01. What do I want to put on my face for highlight? It's a very weird place to be in when you've been working on the same highlighter for so long. I mean, I've basically been committed to finishing this off for several months. It's basically been the only highlighter I've used for a couple months now. So it's very weird to not put this on my face every day. I do have a full size of this that I impulsively bought at TJ Maxx a year or 2 ago when I realized how much I love this product. So no tears lost over finishing this because I have a gigantic full size of this that I can enjoy down the road. But for now, I'm having fun playing around with other highlighters that I've put in other projects that I've basically been ignoring because I wanted to make sure I finished this before the end of the year. This was also part of my project pan roast, so I was gonna have to shame myself pretty good if I didn't have this gone by December 31st. So luckily, that's one less product I have to shame myself for not finishing at the end of the year. We'll see. I don't know how many I've finished so far, but I don't think I've finished everything. So those are all of my empties. Let's move on to my low buy update. At last month's update, I had a low buy balance of negative 121. That is atrocious. It's not the worst. The worst is negative 123, but negative 121 is still pretty bad. And I am determined to start bringing that number down. And this was a month to do it. I'm very happy. When I take into account all of the products I finished this past month, I'm actually going to give myself 7 points towards my low buy, which is the best month I've had this year in low buy. I did have a month with 6.5 points. I had another month with 6 points, but this is the first month this whole year that I made it to 7 points. So I'm so happy. The products I'm going to give myself a point for are the Nighttime Moisturizer, the Eyeshadow, the Highlight, the Under Eye Brightener, 2 for this guy. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the BB cream, 7. So 7 points towards my low buy. The only question is, as we all know, hang on, let me put this down. As we all know, there's only one question I need to answer first, and that is, did anything new come into my house this past month that would offset my low buy balance? And the answer is not really. I've been scouring my bathroom looking for new products that have come in, and the only thing I could think of that came in was a sample of vitamins from Centrum that was sent to me through Influencer. This is the Whole by Centrum daily dietary supplement. You guys know how uncomfortable I am talking about supplements on my channel. I don't feel like this is my strong suit, and I feel really uncomfortable reviewing something like this compared to makeup and skincare. Like, makeup and skincare is one thing, something you ingest in your body is another, and that's kind of where I draw the line. So I don't want to say you need this, I'm obsessed. I'm not going to say anything like that, but I have been testing this out for the past month. I've had no negative reactions, and compared to every other Centrum daily vitamin I've ever tried, these are capsule form. And I will say that it is a lot easier for me to swallow the capsules than it is the regular pills. So I like that, but that's all I'm going to say about this. I will leave some information about this product down below if you want to learn more about it, but I do try to take a daily vitamin, especially between the months of October through like April, because I work in a school And I work with a lot of kids that have like nasty stuff coming out of their body. I work with kids that sneeze in my face. I work with kids that drool. I work with kids that lick me and sometimes slob on me. And so there's a lot of viruses just floating all over me at any given moment. And in general, I do believe that all of that exposure has made my immune system quite strong and healthy. But to be on the safe side, I do try to supplement my body during the fall, winter, and spring months because I'm not getting as much sun exposure and I'm not outside like running around, and I'm inside a building with like air conditioning, and heat and air conditioning. And so I want to protect myself from colds and viruses that are just running rampant in every school building in the world. So it's just the nature of the beast. And like I said, I feel like it's given me a strong, healthy immune system, but from October till April, I do try to take a supplement and like some extra vitamin D and zinc and C just to boost my immune system as much as possible. So that is the only new thing that I can think of that has come into my life over the past month. It's been super quiet. I've been approved for Skers for a couple years now, as you guys probably know, but only for YouTube. And for some reason, when I initially applied for Skers, back then it was called Octoly, my Instagram account was much stronger than my YouTube channel. I was never approved for Octoly/Skers on Instagram. I was only approved for YouTube. Whatever. I've had so much fun with that website. I've had so much fun with that company, reviewing different products and requesting them and waiting to see if I get chosen, that I didn't care. But recently, out of nowhere, I was approved for Skers on Instagram. And now my app is like 10 times, has 10 times more products in it than it used to, because different companies want their products reviewed on different platforms. And so now I have access to all the Instagram products as compared to before. I only had access to the YouTube products. So I have access to so many more products. So far, everything I've requested, I didn't get, which is the nature of the beast. And there's a part of me that's a little bit relieved I didn't get approved for any of them, because like a couple of them were lip kits with like 4 products in them, and that would have killed my low buy. But that being said, you know, we'll see what happens. I'm excited to have an opportunity to review more products through the Skers app now that I'm approved both on YouTube and Instagram. So that being said, not much new has come in, and I've been a good girl. So my low buy balance remains at negative 114 for this month. I'm really happy. It's still abysmal. It's still abysmal, but I'm really happy it went down by 7 points this past month. That feels like something. Oh, there is one more thing I did get for review that I wanted to talk about. Hang on a second. Let me get Hazel. Yeah, okay, come here. Come and sit here with me. Oh, wait, let me put this down over here somewhere. Okay, the reason I have Hazel here is because I was sent a special product from a friend of mine. Over the years, I've talked about an indie nail polish brand called Adored Colors. I'm a huge fan of the nail polish as well as the owner. Her name's Judy. And in addition to the indie polish, she was also selling wax melts, which I've talked about on my channel before. And Judy has a new business venture that she's starting out, and she sent me a couple of products. They are scrunchies. Judy has been working very hard to make scrunchies, and she reached out to me and asked if I had any interest in receiving them. And I said, I think Hazel would love them. And it turns out Hazel does love them. Yeah. So Hazel does like to wear her scrunchies in her hair, but she also likes to wear them as bracelets. So yeah, she's got one on her wrist right now, and she's got one in her hair right now. All of the designs that Judy is currently selling are all Halloween themed. She's doing a big push for Halloween. They are super cute. And so far, from what I could tell, the scrunchies all have a nice amount of stretch. They're really well made. I'm not seeing any like major flaws. The brand that she's going with is Adored Bevies.
Here's the other one.
And she's even got a little name tag on them for her brand, Adored Bevies. You got it there? Okay, yep. And so here are two of the designs This is a black background with like a rainbow tie-dyed spider web design.
And there's even a spiral on it if you stretch it enough. And then this one, it's just a normal white one.
White spider web?
Yeah, then with some
orange and purple.
Some orange and purple stuff like.
Are they spiders? Oh, is that a moon?
Yeah, it's a moon and a star, I think.
Yep. So, anyways, I wanted to talk about these cute little scrunchies here.
And, okay, she also sent us this.
Yep, and she's got a code that she's given me, Paula10, and I believe that gives you a 10% discount on your purchase. I do not get any commission for any sales of these scrunchies. This is not an affiliate link, but these products were sent to me complimentary for promotion purposes. And because I'm such a big fan of Judy and whatever business adventure she attempts, I wanted to talk about these here and let you guys know about these cute little Halloween scrunchies. I am assuming she's going to be moving on to other scrunchies after Halloween. But yes, if you or your child or anybody you know loves scrunchies, definitely go check out this Adored Bevies website and pick out a couple of scrunchies for you. She's got 2 different sizes. The size you're seeing on the screen is the smaller size, which is called Hero. And then she has an extra, extra large size called Giant.
I have very thick hair.
Hazel has very thick hair.
Yeah, because I keep on growing it. I don't like shavers. I'm not a cat.
You don't shave your hair and you're not a cat.
Yeah, I'm not a cat, so I don't shave.
All true.
Because if I shaved, I would be bald.
Yep.
Or I would have my hair sticking up, or my hair would be like long.
I think that covers it.
Yeah.
Although Ron's hair is pretty long right now too. So don't forget to check out the links down below for Adored Bevies, for the Centrum vitamins. I think that's it. All right, so that's everything for this update, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.